having to go to Gainesville and play a really hard playing, tough matchup Florida team. They played really well here. They missed a lot of layups early in the game, and game could have easily been a lot different. You got to remember, it was 22-20 at the media timeout in the second quarter, and I think we went from there on an 11-0 run to lead by 12 at halftime. But it was a very tight ball game. Thought those kids played extremely well. Again, they execute their offense extremely well. They got a different type of lineup inside that can really give us some concern if we're not on our toes and ready to play. And what that means is those 4s and 5s are really skilled, and so they can do things 2 feet from the rim or 22 feet from the rim. So, and I think their guard play is really good. They're getting great scoring, real balanced scoring from a lot of players, but I think their guard play is outstanding. So we're going to have to go in there and play really well. Anytime you go on the road in the SEC, you've got to be on your toes and you've got to be ready to play. We're getting everybody's best shot. We've got to learn to, we're learning to deal with that. It ain't going to change. We've got 6 to go, and the next one's at Florida on Thursday.
Questions? Hey, Vic, you learned a transfer recently. I think it became official this morning. What would you like about her game? What do you think she can bring for this team in the future?
I just think that, again, you're talking about a highly skilled player, can do a lot of different things. When I see her on film, I see a lot of what Tori does, and really big guard that can do can create a lot of problems for people, hard to defend. Take one thing away, she can do something else, and also just really love the kid, love the kid's presence on her visit here. Her and her mom were wonderful, and I think she really fits in with our kids, the character of our kids, and just really excited about her coming to Mississippi State.
You obviously, the other night made a huge impact on her because she was set up to take some other visits and she shut it down. What's been the response that you've seen from the rest of the nation on what happened the other night?
It's just good for the game. I've heard that many times. What transpired and took place in the hump the other night is it's great for women's basketball, and it's great for our game. And I knew it would be. I said that going into the game. Whatever happened, win, lose, it's going to be great for our game. And to have that atmosphere, that many people in the building that care deeply about our program, our kids, our university, is really special.
Tiara's had some big games against Florida the last couple times out. Is this one of those games where maybe she can get back going offensively?
Well, you hope so. T's getting a bunch of great looks now. She's just not focused and getting through the shot. She's getting a lot of touches at the rim, and so we just got to work with her and get back to finishing. Her percentages are down in the SEC, which all of them are except one on my team. I only have one player whose percentages have gone up in the SEC, and that's typically how it is. Defenses get better, scouting reports get better, but T's still getting a lot of great looks at the rim, and she wants to make them. Nobody wants to make them more than her, so we just got to get her in the gym shooting a little bit. We always talk to our guards about shooting, but sometimes you can neglect those post players, and so she's just needing to get back in the gym and have some one-on-one time with Coach Harris and finish with some contact.
How do you think Coach Harris has kind of helped develop McCallum?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt she's developed her on and off the floor. We continue to work with her in so many different ways, but her fundamentals are, so much better than they were when she got here. She just has spent endless, tireless hours with her from the feet up. When you work with somebody on their shot, you start with your feet. And, Tiara has great feet. She never gets called for traveling because she doesn't travel. And, again, that wasn't something that was the case when she got here. So Johnny's worked where they're both there, as well as the mental piece of the game and understanding, hey, people are going to try to do this to you. They're going to try this to you. Just like the other night, she kind of got tangled up down there and got caught up in a moment with the young lady from South Carolina, and they were just it was just a way to attack her a little bit. And T's response wasn't proper, wasn't the right way to handle that. She's just got to know that, you know, sometimes those things are going to happen. And so it wasn't that they did anything wrong, but our response was wrong. And so we continue to coach all our kids on situations and what may transpire during the course of the game.
Was Rose still kind of sick or banged up during Monday's game?
I don't know that she's sick or banged up. I mean, she's out 5 days. You know, she played against, I guess it was Mississippi, and she's out pretty much all week. We played her 16, 18 minutes at Missouri, but, you know, I don't think she was still full go. She came back, you know, Friday, Saturday, but I think her conditioning's been impaired a little bit. And then once I went to the big lineup, you know, it was either her or Blair that was coming off, and right now Blair's playing really well. She's doing a great job on both ends of the floor. She's, you know, in her last 5 games, Blair's shooting,
51%.
she's shooting 51% from the floor, 50 from 3. She leads the league in 3-point field goal percentage, and so she's, you know, she's playing well. She's a great help defender, and so it was just a, you know, whether her or Tori came out, that's obviously Rose going to come in for them, but you know, last 5 games, Blair's our second leading scorer. So, you know, it's changed a little bit. We've got, you know, Tierra's dropped down to 3rd and Rose 4th, but, you know, we've gone against 2 top 10s and a number 15 team in the country on the road, and shooting percentages have come down except for 1, and that's Blair. Blair's shooting 51 and 50 from 3, and rebounding is coming down. Tori's not getting 6, she's getting 4.5, so I got to get back on her about rebounding. Tierra's rebounding better, she's getting 14.6, but her scoring's come down a little bit. And again, she's still getting the same shots. We just got to get her to finish through contact a little bit and finish at the cut. But you know, well, the thing you worry about this time of year with what we're doing is that, you know, you would hope that kids don't get complacent, don't get satisfied, stay hungry, stay humble, stay in the gym, and keep working. And so that's where we are right now.
So if you guys go against a team with more length again, how do you weigh like the option to start Chloe Bibby versus breaking up the continuity that you've had with the same group?
Yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, you've got, you know, both Chloe and Jazz played so well Monday, and you just know you've got them in your pocket. You know, they really can come in and impact the game, and so, you know, I think we stay with our starting lineup. But you know, when we have to go to a different lineup again, it's easy if Tori gets in foul trouble to play Rowe and Blair together. They play so well together, have great chemistry together, find each other. If I had to have a scoring point guard, I can easily throw Rowe in there, you know, until I can get Morgan going a little bit. You know, I can easily roll Rowe in at the point and play Blair and Rowe, or Blair and Tori, or Rowe and Tori together on the perimeter, and put Chloe at 4. So we've got some options. That's the beauty of this team. We have some options. We don't have quite as many as I'd like, but we still have a lot of different lineups that we can throw out there.
And you mentioned this the girl that you had just signed in the same breath as Victoria Vivian,
Yeah.
which is obviously high praise.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that when she is eligible, she's somebody who you would expect to make an immediate impact on the team.
Without question, you know, she's going to be really special. A lot of fun to watch, and another personality that our fans are going to really adore.
To clarify, she has to sit out a full season.
3. She played 7 games this year.
Okay.
After having such a big win Monday night and then playing a team that you beat by 37, do you have to kind of coach their minds going into this game tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I continue to do that every day, every week. You know, again, I'll be anxious to see them today. Yesterday was a day off. We have to take a day off during the week, and having a Monday game really puts a strain on you for your Thursday or your Sunday game. And I just felt like we needed the day after you have such a big emotional day on Monday. So they got Tuesday to get their feet back under them, and I'll open up film today talking about some things and wanting them to start thinking about what we're having to deal with when we go to Gainesville on Thursday.
Any other questions?
All right. Praise the Lord and go Dogs. Thank y'all.